Are store picks worth it? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new episode. And today we're diving into the world of store picks. I want to see if store picks are worth it, or if you should just leave the store pick on the shelf and pick up the regular offering from the distillery. So I asked my Patreons on what video they would like to see, and they voted on the store pick Eagle Rare to see if the store pick is better than the regular offering that the stores get from the distilleries. So if you want your chance to vote on picking what my next videos are, make sure you guys check out the link to the Patreon down below. It's not required whatsoever, but I would love to see each and every one of you over there on the Patreon. Also, I'm loving the support on the channel. We are just over 1,420 subscribers. Unbelievable support that you guys are bringing me. Let's hit 1,500. And without further ado, let's get into the episode. So what exactly is a store pick? A store pick is pretty much the store owner and a couple other people from that store, or a couple of friends of the owner. They either go to the distillery, they sample a couple of barrels, and they pick their favorite, or the distillery sends them a couple of samples to wherever their store is, and they sample them there and pick their barrel from there. There have been instances where there's other highly allocated different bottles where the store will get a store pick, but the distillery picks their barrel for them. You're going off on a limb in some instances picking a store pick. If you pick a store pick from a store that you have never had a store pick from, you might be picking the palate of somebody that you don't agree with. Now, if you have had store picks, most of the time on lesser allocated bottles, they will have sample bottles. So if you see a store pick in a store that you really are interested in, go up to the counter, ask them if they have a sample of said bottle. 99% of the time, they'll have a sample of it. They'll give you a little, probably quarter-ounce pour of it, and you can definitely sample it there and see if it's worth your money to pick that bottle up. Now, a lot of the times on higher allocated bottles, they won't have a sample of it, but 99% of the time, those allocated bottles are going to be a decent pick, and they're not gonna screw around with those picks. I personally have had only one bad offering of a store pick, and that was a Town Branch. It was a $55 cask strength Town Branch, and as you guys know, I dumped that down the drain. Couldn't even stand the smell of it. But I have had fantastic store picks, and we're going to dive deep into the Eagle Rare one that we have here, and we're going to see just how much better it is. Now, 9 times out of 10, store picks are going to be a little bit more money than a regular offering. They're going to be sometimes $5 to $10 more, but sometimes you can get lucky, and the store pick is going to be the regular price offered of MSRP. And that was the case with this bottle of Eagle Rare that I had gotten. It was $35, and you just can't go wrong picking up a $35 bottle of Eagle Rare. We're going in on this blind. I have an ounce pour of each. We are blind. We have markings on the bottom. So let's get the spinning and see who comes out on top. All right. We have our glasses spun. What I want to do here is I want to just sample them side by side, nose them side by side, and then taste test side by side to see the nuances of each step of drinking and enjoying the bourbons. So let's go into the nose of each, and then we're going to go into the palate. Wow, there's a strong cherry on this guy. This one has a lot more vanilla. Definitely different noses right off of the rip, completely different. There's a decent amount of oak. There's a little char smell on this guy. Char and cherry. That should be the barrel name. Char and cherry for that specific barrel. This guy over here. Vanilla, a little apricot almost as well. Confectioner's sugar. Definitely smells sweeter off of the nose, where this guy smells a little bit more of like that darker cherry charredness. This guy here, a little bit more softer vanilla, sweet, soft, sugary notes on this guy here. Almost smells like vanilla ice cream. A little molasses on this guy here too. The left is so much more dark than the right. Really, really interesting. This is why I really wanted to dive into this and see what the differences were, and to bring that out to you guys is really, really fun. Super light. Wow. Almost has like a touch of like a vanilla pudding, ice cream. There's something thick and viscous in there that I can smell on the nose. Oh yeah, it smells so good. Almost like oh man, what was that last little note there? It smells like the toasted or the crispy sugar that's on top of an apple turnover. This guy almost has a little bit more of like a spice, like a pumpkin pie spice almost. Wow, they're so completely different, and it's so interesting. If I were to pick a nose, I would probably go for the right. I would pick the right nose over the left. Now, that doesn't take away anything from the left's nose, but I think that the right's nose is a little bit more inviting. But without further ado, let's get into the palates of these. Wow, that's a cherry bomb. That is a cherry bomb. There's a beautiful sweet oak, like not bitter whatsoever. You're getting that oak, you're getting this like caramelized sugar that just wraps around your entire tongue and gives it a hug, goes down, and then you get this Luxardo cherry note that just lingers and sits on the tip of my tongue, and it is absolutely fantastic. Holy cow. Both of these, if you weren't aware, are both at 90 proof. They're both 10 years old, and if you weren't aware, regular Eagle Rare is 99% a single barrel as well. What they do is they dump a barrel into bottles, and if there's a little bit left in that barrel that goes into a bottle, they can't consider it a single barrel because they then go to the next barrel and dump that barrel into the rest of that bottle. So you're going to have one bottle out of the entire barrel that is going to have a little from multiple barrels. So they can't consider it a single barrel. But 99.9% of those bottles from a barrel are single barrels. So you're not going to know what bottle came from two different barrels because they don't have to specify that. But 99% of the time, your bottle of Eagle Rare is going to be a single barrel. Let's get into the right guys. Okay. Completely different. This one here has a little bit more of that like stringent, bitter oak quality to it. There's a little bit of an orange zest, which in my opinion is leaning me towards this one being the regular offering, whereas this one here is the store pick. That stringent, bitter oak goes away. That orange comes in, and it's more of like an orange zest. It's not like your sweet orange. That fades off, and then you're getting a little bit of lemon as well. That citrus is very, very prominent on the tail end of the palate on this guy. Doesn't give you the same long-lasting finish as Glass 1, but it is still there. Sip 2, you're getting a little bit more of this vanilla. Really nice. Finish is a little bit longer on the second sip. It's sitting there on the tongue a little bit longer than the first sip. That stringent, bitter oak quality isn't really there on the second sip. You're getting a lot more of that citrus. It's a vanilla citrus. It's almost like a lemon meringue with a little bit of vanilla in there. Really, really nice. It's a lighter palate compared to this glass here. And going back to the left glass, it's so much more rich. Has a lot more going on for it. And that beautiful Luxardo cherry that wraps around the tongue is really, 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 really nice. So I'd have to give the edge to the flavor and the palate to the glass on the left. The nose goes to the right, palate goes to the left. And with the palate going to the left, I have to give the edge to the palate because most of the time you're going to drink your whiskey and not just smell it. So the winner, in my opinion, is going to go to the left, and we're going to find out what that winner is right now. That winner does go to the store pick. And don't get me wrong, guys. The regular offering of Eagle Rare is fantastic. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, your bottle is going to be a single barrel, and they are going to differ every single time you get a bottle of Eagle Rare. What you are banking on with the store picks of Eagle Rare is that the store owner and the people that pick that barrel have the same flavor profile liking as you do. And in my opinion, this store here, and in my opinion, Circle Liquors down in South Jersey had the same exact flavor profile that I absolutely love. What I'm getting out of that from that second and third sip that is still sitting on my tongue is, you know, those frozen, the frozen ice pops in the plastic bag that you suck out of. I'm getting the strawberry one. And holy cow, it is like you're drinking the cold melted juice, and the best part of it, like you enjoy the frozen pop itself, but what you really, really love is the ice cold juice at the bottom that sits and you just suck it up. That is exactly the finish that I'm getting out of this, and it is absolutely fantastic. So, in my opinion, regular Eagle Rare is a fantastic $35 bottle. If you see a store pick of Eagle Rare for $50, that's the most I'd go, is $50 for an Eagle Rare store pick, I would pick it up. You just can't go wrong with the possibility of that bottle being absolutely fantastic. And this bottle right here is a grand slam. I absolutely love it. It is, in my opinion, flavor-wise, better than the regular Eagle Rare offering. Let me know down in the comments if you have a Eagle Rare store pick and a regular Eagle Rare offering, and if you prefer your Eagle Rare store pick over the other one as well. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing. I am absolutely loving this. This is so much fun, guys. I just can't thank you guys enough for the love and support. Patreon link is down below. Make sure you guys check that out. Until next time, this has been Nathan with The Everyday Drinker. Cheers.